Hello. Welcome back to my channel. Those of you that have been here before, thank you so much for coming back and wanting to learn more about yourself and just be the best version that you can be of yourself. The best version. That's all that we hope for. Now, my channel is all about self-love, positivity, spirituality, and meditation. So if those things are your jam, then you are in the right place. Today, we're going to be talking about strengths. I have a wonderful topic about strengths. It's part of my journal series, my mindful journal series, and we are on day 15. I created 30 journal prompts for 30 days to help you cultivate a stronger sense of self-love and just to have a better awareness, better emotional awareness around your thoughts, and helping those thoughts not just be judged, but helping those thoughts come out into a beautiful version of yourself. The thoughts are meant to be written down, nurtured, and reassessed, reevaluated, reflected on. So I created a 30-day mindful journal challenge just to help harness a beautiful relationship with yourself, get in touch of your emotions, and also nurture those thoughts and emotions with love and self-kindness. So we are on day 15, and I want to talk about strengths. And what are strengths? So when most people think about strengths, we think about someone who's a great cook, right? Their strength is in the kitchen. They just know how to whip up a meal. They can put ingredients together and it just always tastes really good. And it seems like they can just do that effortlessly. Or someone who's very athletic. They might be really good at any sport. They're good at basketball, they're good at baseball, soccer, they're just super athletic, they're great team players, and that's their strength. But what about someone who is like super patient or someone who's very focused? You might even call them OCD. I think there's a lot of times when our strengths are perceived by other people as something negative or something that is more of a weakness, right, versus a strength. If someone is a super patient person and they're slow to anger, they're slow to respond, someone might say that person is like a people pleaser or a pushover. And that person who is patient and is constantly hearing all these negative thoughts around what could be their strength, they're going to take on the other person's story and take on how other people are perceiving them in such a way that they damage their own self-worth and they damage their own self-love, and they're constantly viewing what could be a strength as something negative. Like someone who is OCD and is very neat and tidy, people might perceive them as a negative thing. Like they don't know how to relax, they're too type A, they're OCD, and they might associate all these negative qualities with a strength, because OCD or someone who's completely focused doesn't always have to be something negative. Someone who's very patient does not have to be a negative there's not a negative connotation around that. So a lot of times I feel that we overlook our strengths based on the stories that other people have told us, or based on our own trauma, our own emotional imbalances that we haven't figured out yet. Some things that might happen to us that cause a lot of emotions. We may not have dealt with those yet, and that consistently comes up and it plays on our strengths and makes us feel like our strengths are indeed weaknesses. So it's really important to reflect and take a look at how other people are perceiving you and what you are actually giving off. What energy are you displaying? Are you displaying someone who has strong conviction about themselves and knows who they are in a sense, in a way that someone else's story can't really affect you? And it shouldn't. That's what we really want to get to the bottom of. We want to be able to have a strong self-love and conviction about ourselves, that we're not taking on everyone else's burdens and everyone else's story as our own. We are able to understand what our strengths truly are and know that that's what they are. That's just, it is what it is. So, our journal prompt for today is, what strengths are being overlooked? And I really want you to think about it, because it could be something very small that you are even overlooking. You're not thinking that as being a strength, and you're thinking of it as more of a weakness or something that everyone does. And just know that every single person on this planet is completely different and has their own talents and their own abilities. And there are things that obviously we do better than others, or you might do better than me. And that's just the beauty of it. Everyone's different. So I really want you to think about something that you may have been overlooking that could very well be a strength. And as you're thinking about this question, we're going to go into a mini sound bath. You know, nothing that you're probably used to, not like a long version. I do have other videos of a longer version of a sound bath, but this is just going to be a mini sound bath, and I really want you to get into a comfortable position, either sitting or lying down. And I want you to think about this journal prompt and try to not have too many thoughts come to your mind. I know it's very hard to keep the mind still, but we are practicing and we are meditating, and we are here trying to calm the mind and get ourselves to focus on our strengths. Anything that you may have been overlooking, or that other people may have caused you to overlook. I really want you to just to sit with yourself, reflect, and during this time, I'm going to give you some quiet time, and we're going to go into a small sound bath, and I want you to think about the journal prompt and really reflect and come back to yourself. So I hope that you are in a comfortable position, and take a nice deep breath in slowly through your nose. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Release for 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently close your eyes. Give your body some time to relax here. Keep breathing gently in and out through the mouth. Continue to relax your body. Relax your mind here just for a moment. Allow your thoughts to come and go. Hopefully they're coming infrequently, and you're able to move some other thoughts around and just simply focus lightly on our journal prompt for this evening. What strengths are being overlooked? Maybe there's a few things that come up in your mind. Allow your mind to create some more focus around those immediate thoughts. As you're breathing in and out, what strengths are being overlooked? Let your mind take you where it wants to go. Maybe you're thinking of your future self, that person that you would love to become. What strengths do they have? What do you see within yourself that emulates this beautiful person that you are becoming? What strengths do you see within yourself that are being overlooked? all your thoughts, even the unexpected ones. Think about how strong you really are. How unique your abilities are. What strengths are being overlooked. Keep breathing. Keep nurturing those thoughts. Take a few more deep breaths here, in through your nose. Gently exhale through the mouth. As you do so, you're welcome to open your eyes or keep them gently closed. And notice what thoughts arose for you. Were you thinking about how strong you are? Or maybe there was a person that came to mind who you saw yourself in them, or you saw them within you. There's so many different thoughts that can arise, and I hope that some of those gave you an indication to some strengths that you have indeed been overlooking. Continue to think about this question and get to your journal and start writing anything down that comes to mind. And always, always, always remember to nurture those thoughts. I hope to see you in my next video and our next sound bath. I do have other videos that are full sound bath. If you want to check those out, go onto my page at She Who Listens, and you will find an abundance of videos that I've created within making this YouTube channel. Thank you so much for this. Thank you for coming on this journey with me, and I hope to see you next time. Always, always, always remember that you are loved, and absolutely give yourself a hug. I'll see you next time. Good night.